We are coming live from the inaugural Cammy Awards here in Philadelphia. We are looking forward to all the new people that are coming on the red carpet. So let's see who's coming tonight. First person's coming up. How are you?
Hello, hi, Kaisha. It's good to see you.
You as well. You as well. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
So are you excited about tonight?
I am absolutely excited, and I'd like to congratulate all of the nominees, and I'd like to congratulate Philly Cam for their first inaugural Cammy Awards. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all the nominees. I'm looking forward.
Thank you, Kaisha.
Go in, enjoy yourself. Look forward to seeing you. Hi, we have another one. How are you today?
How are you?
I'm great. So what is your name and are you a nominee or are you here to support?
I am Lisa Barnes and I'm a nominee. Very, very
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what are you nominated for?
My show Sunday evenings and Black Sci-Fi TV.
Congratulations and look forward. I hope you win.
Thank you.
Look
Thank
forward.
You so much.
So we're here with Chris, member of Philly Cam at our very first Cammy Awards. Chris, welcome to the program.
Great to see you.
Welcome. Tell me about your involvement with Philly Cam.
So I'm the executive director of the William Way LGBT Community Center, and I was invited to be one of the judges tonight. So I got to view a bunch of these fabulous videos, and we had some fantastic conversations, and I'm really excited to see who the winners are. I don't know, so I don't know who they are. I'm just as excited as everyone else, and the incredible talent across the board in all these categories. I just think Philadelphia is the most exciting place to be living in the United States right now, and it's really, the various videos really exemplified the creativity, the entrepreneurship, and the vision of these artists.
Philly's an exciting place. Chris, it's an exciting night. You go in and have a good night.
Thanks so much. Nice
All
to
right,
meet you.
nice meeting you as well.
We are back here from the inaugural Cammy Awards. And what is your name?
My name is Shamel Jordan.
Now, are you a nominee or are you here to support?
I am a nominee and I'm here to support.
Congratulations. So tell us, what are you nominated for?
So I'm nominated for creative expression. So it's two, what are they? Technical quality and learning.
Congratulations. Everyone's going to be a winner tonight.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So go in and enjoy. See you soon.
So we're now here with Vanessa. She's been a Philly Cam member since 2011. 2011, we're here at the very first Cammy Awards, and I hear there's an anniversary. Let's talk about the anniversary.
Yes, it is the 1-year anniversary of WPPM 106.5 FM, Philly Cam's community radio station. So I am the radio station manager, but I was organizing for many years before that to get the station off the ground and help apply for the license. And we worked with many, many people to help through that process. And last summer, we were able to build our studio and our transmitter site with a group of volunteers. And since then, we've been getting the station off the ground. And since last year, now we have 54 community-produced programs, and we have over 80 Philly Cam members who are producing radio content. And we produce about 75 hours of community, locally produced, non-commercial educational program every week. So we're really proud of that, and we're super excited that we've been on the air this long, and we continue to grow. And this has always been a dream for me and many others. And we're living the dream here. What better way to celebrate than with this glamorous party? And, you know, it's always going to take a moment to reflect on all the hard work everyone's done. And it's definitely been a team effort. So I'm glad to be part of a rock star team.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, sweetie. How are you?
And what is your name, fine gentleman?
My name is Ali Hackett, and I have the TV show called Salt, Pepper, and Memories. My radio show is called Ali Hackett, King of the Oldies Show. So I have
Awesome.
I'm on both sides. I'm on both sides.
So tell us a little bit about the television show and your radio show.
Well, the radio show is built around the music that we, and I say we, the 50 plus, grew up on, and that have not outgrown the good stuff. So that's basically what that is. I have interviews, I have a contest. This next couple of weeks, I'm having my 106 greatest oldies that my audience chooses. They write in and tell me their lists, and I put them together, and that show is going to happen. Salt, Pepper, and Memories is a little different thing. Something that I had dreamed up. I decided to take my music, my dancing, and my culinary skills and put them all together. So the show is actually a cross between Soul Train and American Bandstand with a twist. And that twist is my guests and myself, we actually cook on the show. So, and it's going well, and I'm just thrilled to be here because this is awesome. This is
So
really
you're giving them some soul food and some soul food.
absolutely both at the same time. Both at the same time.
So
But
are you a nominee or a supporter?
I am a nominee.
Congratulations.
Two categories.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you, thank you. My show, it's a lot of fun. It's high energy, but I gear it as a wellness show because in today's times, everybody wants to live longer, but you got America going green. So we're trying to do something where you can sit on the couch and not do this all day, but get up and do some dancing, some movement. So that's basically.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
very
Hackett.
much.
So we're going
Thank
to do a
you.
little.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sounds good.
So I see you
Thank you
inside.
so much. Thank you.
Now I'm joined by Mr. Andrew Nelson, Philly's favorite crew member and producer. Everyone knows who you are. Andrew Nelson, tell us, what does it mean for you to be here at the first ever Cammy Awards?
I think it's fantastic. It marks yet another milestone, I think, you know. I've been with Philly Cam for 3 years now, and I've seen it grow from strength to strength, and I think this is going to be a fantastic annual event. I'm looking forward to not just tonight, but, you know, bigger and better events in the future as well, too, you know.
You're talking about that growth from tier to tier. Talk about the impact that Philly Cam has had on your life, personally on your life.
Well, I've always been interested in filmmaking, both narrative films, you know, movies, as well as documentaries. And I stumbled on Philicam quite by chance coming to Philadelphia a few years ago. And for me, it's been fantastic. I could not have picked a better place to develop my own skills, as well as building up my own network of contacts with people, like-minded people. So, you know, it's a case of, as we say in the Caribbean, one hand washing the other. So, you know, so we get together. I'll help them on their projects, and they help me on mine, and together we all grow. And that's the idea.
And in the States, we say, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Yes, well, I think you learned it from us anyway.
Thanks a lot. You have a good night.
All right, take care.
All right, man.
All
Okay.
right, brilliant.
Yo sé que tú escuchas el sonido de un estómago vacío. Estoy preparado a cualquier hora para responder al desafío. Escucha mi canción y mira a los ojos para que sepa dónde he nacido. Bien clarito te digo, cuando vengas tú no te sientas confundido. In this street I wanna hear caramba. Hey, you from the street, you know we so. Latinos from the barrio, you know you so. Panama. I am so Rocafina zapatito me hace ver caramba Mojito con jelly me hace sentir caramba Y tu estilo me hace ser caramba brain. Every single man, physical bounce. You got a dance to the music of the 80s South. Hey, it's awesome, freaking awesome. Damn, caramba, it's so awesome. Me hace ver caramba, mojito con jelly, me hace sentir caramba. Actitud y mi estilo, me hace ser caramba, caramba, caramba. Me mantengo caramba, más Gucci, I'm Prada. They make me look caramba, más suave, más flower. They make me feel caramba, every minute, every hour. I got every caramba, 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 everything caramba. Give it up to yourself. That looks beautiful tonight. Gracias, gracias. Oh yeah.
Let's give it up one more time for Udini La Voz. Caramba! Okay, and now coming to the stage, the host of the 2017 Cammy Awards, Josh Duncan. Give him a hand, y'all.
Good evening, everyone. This is amazing. Wow, you all look fabulous. Can you just look at yourselves? Look down the aisle. See who's on the aisle with you. Tell somebody you look fabulous. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. As a Philadelphia native, I have watched Philly Cam really just develop, evolve. Can you all believe that 10 years ago there was no Philly Cam? And people were like advocating, like protesting, like advocating for this. And now we're all here, all beautiful. So my heart is just so wide open for this moment. So I'm your host for the night, and thank you. And before we get started, we're just going to hear from a few people. So first, we want to have a greeting from our gracious venue host, Tyre Puertorriqueño. Let's give it up for them. And this beautiful space, and we'd like to welcome to the stage the executive director, Miss Carmen Fabo San Miguel.
Wow, I actually can't see a thing, so I don't know what she's talking about. But this evening is really very, very, very special. It brings, to an incredible conclusion the work that we've been putting together for, thank you, for 12 years. Between the dream and the realization of this space, it's a lot of hours, it's a lot of people. One of our incredible collaborators is here, Councilwoman Maria Quiñones. I hope that she's as happy to see a night like this as I am. This is the realization of, the flexibility of the space, how hard we worked to really impart into the design of the space, not only the beauty that it has in its design, and actually it just won an award, and now I'm in liberty to say the design won an award by the by the local AIA chapter, but it's the connection between the mission of the organization, all of the things that Taller does, and then how the space can incorporate all of that into its functioning. So it is beautiful to see you all here. It fills my heart with happiness that, to get all the oohs and ahs, so keep them coming. It's also wonderful to see this space as as the bridge that we wanted it to be. For 42 years, Taller has been working to bring communities together, to celebrate the diversity of who we are as people, despite what the environment that we are, so polarized in. We really believe in that the best of us comes when we join forces, work together, and share in our differences but also in our commonalities. I couldn't be more happy to have Gretchen Clausen here. We date back too many years. I don't want to say how many, but as cultural activists, this is what it's all about, and and it's to see the realization of the work that we put so much passion and so much heart into, and I would be, I wouldn't be true to what I'm feeling these days. Our hearts as Puerto Ricans are very heavy in the aftermath of Maria and the response of, our federal government. So, we do have there's a Fill the Bucket campaign. We do have a little bucket out there. You have the information on your seats, place, how you can contribute, how you can help. So I hope that you open your heart to your generosity and welcome everybody. It's so happy to have you here, and I'm so really pleased, and hopefully that you are so comfortable in our space. Thank you so much.
We have some controls down here. If it gets to the point where you're having to fight with the feedback, just feel free to twiddle some of them until it goes away and move the mic.
We have to get the technicalities figured out. Maria took my script. So, Maria, if you wouldn't mind bringing it back, I would really appreciate it. In the meantime, I have a quick story for you guys. It's a true story. I used to serve on the board of PhillyCam. And when I was on the board, I had this fabulous idea. Keep in mind, I also am like the one who's borderline, always wants to move to LA and do big Hollywood stuff. And so I said, Gretchen, we should do something amazing for the PhillyCam members. It should be called not the Grammys, but the Cammys. And Gretchen said, oh no. So I was saying, Gretchen, wouldn't it just be amazing? I mean, people could get dressed up and there could be a red carpet and, no. And I could not win. Gretchen was very excited about the radio station. And I said, oh no. And today we have the Cammy Awards and the radio station. And I have my script back. PhillyCam is winning all around. Let's give it up one more time. So next up, we have a special greeting from City Councilwoman Maria Quiona Sanchez, who was a much appreciated and passionate supporter of PhillyCam during the city's last local franchise agreement proceedings with Comcast. Let's give it up for City Councilwoman Maria Quiona Sanchez.
Bienvenidos, buenas noches. When in the barrio, we will be bilingual here, okay? What a great evening, and I really do want to echo, Dr. Carmen Febo was very humble in her discussion about this dream of this center, right? This dream has been 40 plus years in the making of Puerto Rican Latino leaders who've come together, created Tayel out of a basement, had several different storefronts, and look at where we are here today. And so we are so proud to welcome you not only to the 7th Councilmatic District, to our barrio, where we believe in inclusion and diversity and arts and all of the different mediums that allow us to have voices. So thank you to Carmen. Let's give another round of applause to Carmen and the whole Tayel family. And this is your home, and we want the first annual Cammys to come back every single year you want to come back over here. We are happy to have you here. Philly Cam is hugely important, and as was mentioned earlier, for those of us in City Council who have to negotiate with whether it's Verizon or Comcast. Creating spaces for folks to have voices and tell stories, because many of you here in this audience, is about telling the story and how important it is to tell a story. So we want to thank the Philly Cam, Gretchen, her entire team. Can we get a round of applause to the folks that every day tell the story? We know what we see in the news, and then there's the story. There are facts, right? I know we live in a world of alternative facts, but there are facts. And Philly Cam is our voice to make sure that those different voices, in whatever language you want to say it, in whatever expression you want to express, gets an opportunity to tell not only the Philadelphia story, but where we come from, right? This is a city of immigrants, it's a city of diversity, it's a city of struggle. And as Carmen mentioned, those of us who feel for Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands and everybody else that is impacted, what we know and what Carmen and I know and what all of you know is that we have strong, resilient people. And as long as we're together, right, and we can, there's a lot of stuff we may not agree on, but the fact that part of the American value is to treasure that baseline of diversity, how we got here, knowing our history, and knowing how great we can be, right? And I know number 45 doesn't get it, but anyway. I'm so happy to welcome you on behalf of all of my council colleagues, and really do celebrate. I'm glad you won the Cammy Award debate, all right? Because if we don't celebrate ourselves and celebrate the hard work of people, who's going to recognize the amount of energy that it takes to produce, right? We all know you don't have Comcast and Verizon's numbers, right? Although we will always dig into their pockets to support you, the value of having conversations and information sessions where we are informing, we are educating, we are sharing with each other. So I want to thank Gretchen and the entire Philly Cam crew. I want to thank all of you who have come out and supported. I want to really recognize you and honor you for your time, because I know this is about time and people's commitment, like really deep commitment. Those of us who work at something is one thing. Gretchen is lucky because she gets to work at something she loves, right? I get to work at something I love too. Some days better than others. But for the most part, I love public service. But those of you who believe in the spaces and the conversations that are created, kudos to all of you, to all of the honorees, the youth, and everyone else that's recognized tonight. You do look fabulous, and we do want to welcome you to the 7th Councilmatic District and to our barrio, which is our barrio. Gracias.
Gracias, Councilwoman Sanchez. Speaking of diversity and inclusion, I'm speaking English, we've got some Spanish, and then we have our awesome friend here who is doing the thing with American Sign Language, and I just appreciate it. He has got some soul. Did y'all see him with the rapper? I was like, okay. So I hope we can work together at some point. So now we'd like to welcome the Executive Director of Philly Cam, Miss Gretchen Clausing. Here you are. She got me. She got me, didn't she? Yeah, Jaws and I, we've been having a good laugh about this. She's like, no, radio. I'm like, yes, radio. She's like, Cammys. I'm like, no. But I'm so excited. This is so amazing that we have pulled this off. And this is not a, people say my name, but it's really the group effort that kind of goes into pulling something like this together. And we wouldn't even be here celebrating the Cammys if it wasn't for all of you, the producers from television and radio, and all the great content that you have produced over the past 8 years. I mean, it's really tremendous for us to be able to kind of gather and celebrate all of our accomplishments together. I want to just, this is our first time. This is the first time we've done the Cammy Awards. We hope that this will be an annual event. That is our intention, right? So, and I completely agree with Councilwoman Sanchez that there aren't enough times that we actually take a step back and actually acknowledge and celebrate all the work that we do together. And so this is how we will, from now on, celebrate our anniversary and also Community Media Day. So it just happens to fall right around the same time of year, which is great. I want to just let folks know that we received over 80 entries in this first year of the Cammys. So that's not bad. Next year there better be more, right? These entries were judged by an independent panel of our community media peers and advocates working in the nonprofit and social impact fields. And those judges then selected the award nominees and then the award recipients tonight. So I do want to take a moment to acknowledge those judges for all the viewing and thoughtfulness that they put into their process. And if judges are here, if you could just stand and be acknowledged for the work that you put in. Thank you. So I really hope that all of you that are sitting out there who are producers on Philly Cam Television and Philly Cam Radio who did not submit something to the Cammys, that you are thinking now about submitting next year. So I'm just putting you on notice about that. We would not be here tonight if it wasn't for the incredible work of many folks that went into this. This event has been at least 6 months in the planning. I think Antoine Haywood and I were here visiting Taller about 6 months ago and just felt like at that moment that this was such a beautiful venue for us to be able to hold this event. And now that decision I think resonates even more, just and again just echoing the thoughts of both Maria and Carmen about just the importance of our commitment to our folks in Puerto Rico. So you don't really know how sometimes things are going to work out, and I'm just really glad that we made the decision to be here. And I want to acknowledge that we had an incredible steering committee of volunteer steering committee members that worked together to bring this event together. We of course had the staff and the board and all kinds of great volunteers. So if any of you had anything to do with pulling tonight together, please stand and be acknowledged. Yes. I can't see you, so I'm assuming people were standing. I want to take a moment and actually acknowledge also our fantastic interpreters. This is Josh Steckel here, and he'll be relaying off with Susan Smith. And again, we're really happy to have them here with us this evening. And again, of course, I couldn't do this work I do if it wasn't for the amazing Philly Cam staff. I have the honor of being able to work with them every day, so thank you for all that you do. And yeah, come on, staff. So at the beginning, I mentioned just briefly that today is National Community Media Day. It's the second that this has happened. The first one was last year. And to me, it's really exciting that we are able to kind of gather our community on this day in particular, and to talk a little bit more about Community Media Day and kind of its importance, not just here in Philadelphia, but nationally, is a very dear friend who's going to be coming up. We've been very spoiled because he was actually with us here last year when we launched WPPM radio station. So please give a very warm welcome to the president of the National Alliance for Community Media, a dear, dear friend and huge, huge supporter of Philly Cam, and that's Mike Wassenaar.
You know, it's a joy to be in Philadelphia, and it's a sincere pleasure to support PhillyCam. I've had the pleasure of testifying in support of PhillyCam as well as being here to see your growth. And it was great to be here last year during the kickoff of WPPM. So, you know, being a radio person, I was really overjoyed to see PhillyCam embrace audio and embrace the world of an old new media in LPFM. Today, October 20th, is recognized across the United States as Community Media Day, which is a part of Free Speech Week, which is a larger celebration of the values that really were at the heart of the founding of PhillyCam in the last decade. Community Media Day, though, is a celebration of radio and television operations across the United States, big and small, in small towns in Maine and Massachusetts, in my home state of Minnesota, as far west as Maui, all across the United States, and diverse communities, recognizing that there is a distinct power in providing tools, training, and the ability for people to connect in community. It's at the heart of what you do at PhillyCam. And that's why I'm so pleased that the Cammys, I love the Cammys are a part of Community Media Day. So thank you so much for holding this first celebration and for being a part of a national celebration of community voices connecting with one another through community media. It's something I think we don't recognize sometimes because we're working on the local level. We're working in our neighborhoods. We're working in the barrio. We're working in Philadelphia. I'm in the DC area. We're working in local communities, and we're not necessarily thinking about the connectedness we have with other places that may be very, very different, but still have the same desire and the same need to express themselves with their authenticity, to connect with other people, to build neighborhoods and build lives together, to build meaning together. And that's part of the dignity of the work that we all do in our field across the country, and it's part of the work that you do at PhillyCam each and every day. So I want to applaud you and thank you for being a part of this national effort on Community Media Day. Please give yourselves a huge round of applause for the work that you do. And I know, you know, we've dressed up, we all look great here on this special celebration. I know you do good work too when you're not looking so good, so it's okay. Now, given that, I'd like to actually turn to the heart of our program, and I think we want to give out some hardware. So let's get to the awards. I have the honor to introduce the first awards category of the evening, which is for creative expression. In that category, we'll be giving away 3 awards: the Discovery Award, the Technical Quality Award, and the Learning Award. Joining me to present these awards are Lori McCardle, the operations manager of Arlington Independent Media in Arlington, Virginia, who will give out the award next, and then Louis Messiah, who's the artistic director of Philadelphia's own Scribe Video Center. You can go ahead and clap. I like their work too. So before Lori and Louis come up, let's kick things off with the first award of the evening, the Discovery Award. This award is given to the PhillyCam member who has produced content that exemplifies the act of people seeing beyond themselves and viewing the world in new ways. Here are the nominees.
Discovery Award nominees: Closet Doors by Dasha St. Germain.
Reality that we've outgrown the seams and the spandex that once gave us room for our extra baggage that we lavished around. When depression settled in and self-esteem no longer a friend.
Dancing Outside the Box by David Block. Michelle Mission by Vincent Williams and Lynn Webb.
She said that smart is sexy.
All right.
I'm caught up while getting caught up on Michelle Mission reviews. The hosts tease apart films smartly with wit and humor. You don't have to agree. Hell, they don't even agree.
Salt, Pepper, and Memories by Ali Hackett. Discovery Award nominees.
Let's hear it for our nominees. And the Cammy for the Discovery Award goes to Dancing Outside the Box, David Block.
Hi. Thank you very much. I'm very stunned to win. I am legally blind. I do owe a big debt of gratitude, not just to the people who work with me, Amanda, Miranda, Serena, and Val, but also to Scribe. That's where, you see, even though the film was not a Scribe project, everybody who worked with me on that film, I met through Scribe in some capacity. One was an instructor there, Serena. One was who used to teach editing there, Val. One was the office manager, Amanda. One was a classmate, Miranda, who worked with me on my roller derby film. So in a way, this all came out through Scribe, all through Valerie Keller, is she there? I mentioned Val. I said Amanda, Miranda, Serena, and Val. So it's like, so that's how it is. So it's all through the great work of Louis Messiah. Also great, this was basically more than a team effort. This was more than difficult to make, and I'm just very honored to get the award. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm Toya Haynes of Philly Cam, and we are here with the winner of the Discovery Award, David Block. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's quite an honor to receive the award. Thank you.
Now tell us about what you received, the piece that you received your award for. It's very interesting. It's called Dancing Outside the Box.
Yeah, Dancing Outside the Box is a documentary about wheelchair users who ballroom dance with standing partners in competitive events. So it shows the athleticism of wheelchair users. The significance of the film is that it brings two worlds together, the wheelchair user and the standing person, and their worlds are joined into one force on the dance floor. And so it's about inclusion in that respect, dancing outside the box. But it's more than just a dance piece. So this type of film would be interesting to someone who couldn't care less about dancing, because it deals with how certain individuals like Ray Light, who became paralyzed, how he struggled to be able to function back in society again, and his way was through learning how to dance. He wasn't a dancer beforehand. So it's like with people like that who just learn to use their muscles. So it's not just about dancing, it's more about being part of society, staying active and all that. Dancing and dancing with a standing person is just a vehicle to feel part of society again. And I feel very honored that a lot of people working with me on this documentary, people I knew through Scribe, Amanda Johnson, Miranda Thompson, Valerie Keller, who's a great editor, and Serena Reed. Mufti Reed, I don't know how she goes, I don't know what she calls herself now. And I was glad I met a lot of them through Louis Messiah when I first learned about Scribe in 1991. I am legally blind, by the way.
Thank you for making such an important piece. It's amazing. And then you did mention that he's legally blind, and you said you also have two left feet. You said you're not even a dancer yourself.
I am not a dancer, and I don't need a Simon Cowell to tell me that. Here's what's up. Let me explain what made me want to make the film. Okay, that's true. I don't dance. I don't like to watch dancing. It puts me to sleep. But here's what happened. I was writing about Mr. Raymond Light, the wheelchair dancer, and his former standing dance partner. And they were doing a demonstration for me when I was writing about them for this now defunct publication, Disabled Dealer magazine. And when they started to dance, the wheelchair user and the dancer, standing person together, not only were people coming over to our table, I was thinking to myself, being the documentary maker, what a great vision. What a great visual image. What a great visual image. Great visual image. Remember, I don't watch dancing.
You don't even watch dancing, but you knew it was a great visual.
I knew it. Just because I don't see well, just because I have two left feet, doesn't mean I don't have common sense in that respect. I'm very honored to get this award, though. I'm very honored because I always, Yeah, I'm honored. Thank you.
Where can people find this really important documentary?
Go to my website, blindfilmmaker.com, and eventually I'm going to figure out how to sell it online. I mean, I do sell copies of it, but right now they can still see it though. Right now, while they can. And I'm making another wheelchair dance documentary. Not all my films deal with wheelchair dancing, but what I'm doing now is one with people who are wheelchair users, who are severely disabled, who would not be able to compete athletically, who are learning to dance, who dance just to get some movement at all in their lives. It's called Who Said You Can't Dance? If you go to my website, blindfilmmaker.com, go to the link that says Please Help Me. You'll see information about that film. All right. So here I am, not the dancer, I'm doing stuff on dancing.
That's awesome. Thank you, David. Congratulations.
Many of us in the field of community media work hard to cultivate content-producing members whose work is aesthetically captivating, coherent, informative, and entertaining. The 2017 Technical Quality Award goes to a PhillyCam member who has demonstrated an ability to produce high-quality work while using state-of-the-art technology. This is a member who has also demonstrated improvement and growth in the quality of work and the use of this technology. And here are the nominees.
Technical Quality Award nominees. Genealogy Quick Start by Shamel Jordan.
What was interesting is seeing these documents from the 1800s that included names of people who are responsible for me being me. But now you can have hundreds of those documents right in the palms of your hands.
Melodic Confessions by Jared Miles. Mainline Arts TV, Pablo by Joe Frecci.
I was born with not disease RP, retinitis pigmentosa. So, I was a kid and I knew I had it. I knew my vision would get worse, but I was always driven by music. So I did what I was passionate about.
Mags FM, Voguing by Maggie's Rooftop Aerials, Lauren Pert.
Incoming interview.
I was sitting here messing with, I have my Korg monologue, and I have it going through this this tiny little thing called a Korg monotron delay. It's just a little gadget that you can use to make all those little space sounds that I do.
Nice. How big is that?
And the Cammy Award for Technical Quality goes to Melodic Confessions, Jarrett Miles.
Thank you. How y'all feeling? Give it a round of applause for PhillyCam. I couldn't do this without my brother. I think he's back there, Jermaine Miles. And without the help of PhillyCam, Debbie just is on us all the time. You gotta give a round of applause for Debbie. Debbie is awesome. Keeping us in line, but thank you guys for nominating me and giving me this award. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the artists that's been giving us the videos. I appreciate Jeff. I appreciate Ryan and everybody that's been on us, just making it great. And that's all I got to say. Thank you. And Gretchen.
I am here with the winners of the Technical Quality Award tonight. So excited because I actually worked on this show and it was a wonderful experience because I love jazz. And so this is so awesome. Congratulations. Melodic Confessions?
Yes. Melodic Confessions, your contemporary funk, R&B, hip-hop, and soul series. It's more than just jazz. It's everything. You could be a country, funk, R&B, hip-hop, soul, rap, reggae, you name it. We are exposing any and everybody that's an independent artist to our show. We have a bunch of people from California, Atlanta, Philadelphia mostly, New York, and Baltimore sending that video, as well as we have people come into the Philly Cam Studios and do some live presentations.
And Miles, with your brother Jermaine, you actually performed together. So you performed on the show before.
Yes, we've had performers.
Yes.
So, you know, of course, we have the group Mainstream, once again, your contemporary funk, R&B, hip-hop, soul. And basically, you know, by doing this Philly Cam presentation, it not only makes sure that we showcase independent artists, but it gives us a platform to work on our editing skills, our video skills, things like that, for you know, my brother to be able to get that great award that you see. Philly Cam has absolutely helped my brother and I to be able to escalate our and grow within our abilities to be able to do with the help of you and help of others like Charles, with the implementing the live performance, and within that video soul type of implement with independent artists, you not only get to see a video show, but it coming with all these artists coming all over the country, they can actually perform and show you their skills live. So we're looking forward to being able to escalate and grow within the remedies of Melodic Confessions. The show is called Melodic Confessions, you know, because we want you to bare your soul when it comes to this entire environment. You got to give props to my brother because he does a wonderful job in the editing. That's why he won tonight. You know, of course, it's a we thing, but we want to absolutely make sure that we give a clap to my brother on the editing thing. Of course, I do some music and stuff like that, but this is my brother that we should absolutely clap for.
Thank you for the excellence that you bring to the art form. Where can we watch Melodic Confessions? When is it on?
Melodic Confessions every Thursday night at 7:30 on the Philly Cam Stations, channel 29 and 30. Everybody, but look, here's the thing. They have given us so much glory that they're going to have us on every Friday night. Not Friday night, but Friday morning from 2:30 to 6 a.m. during the marathon run during the month of November.
Excellent.
Yes.
So you have no excuse not to catch it. It's on in the morning.
And you're going to wake up to us on Friday morning. Most important, make sure when y'all look at this stuff that you know that you really make sure that you support these independent artists, because that's the reason why we're doing this. So when you see their names and their hashtags and things like that, make sure you hit them up, because that will make us more happier than anything else. And this girl right here helped me win my award.
That one time. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good evening. Education is a primary function of Philly Cam's role in our community. Not only is it a place where people can learn ways to effectively communicate, it is also an outlet through which people can encourage others to learn. Tonight, the Learning Award will be given to a member whose work inspires transformation, creativity, and innovation as a result of presenting new information and experiences. And the nominees are...
Learning Award nominees: Black Sci-Fi TV by Maurice Waters and Lisa Barnes.
I liked seeing comics starring female characters. Like, I really enjoyed having black characters, but the black characters I saw didn't really represent what I felt, which is what inspired me to create my own comic.
The Drexel Interview, submitted by Brian Kentoric.
Hello and welcome to the Drexel Interview. I'm your host, Paula Morantz-Cohen, speaking to you from the Paul Peck Alumni Center at Drexel University. Today my guest is Ishmael Bea.
Genealogy Quick Start by Shamel Jordan.
Did you know that your ancestry is just a click away? Today we're going to discuss online genealogy, how to find your ancestors online. Do you want to know who you are? Good. Let's get started with Genealogy Quick Start.
Sunday Evenings by Lisa Barnes.
The theme for today's show is art and the community. Today you will hear of how artwork helps heal, promote the community, and change people's lives. In our feature story, we will focus on the artwork created by women returning to society after being in prison.
Chef Trek Cooking at Home Edition by Delmer Gill.
This guy is serious about food, and he, whether he's cooked as a chef for 30 years,
Doesn't matter.
whether it doesn't matter, because he understands his culture, he understands what he loves to eat, and you know, how many people have cardamom powder? I'm stuck on the cardamom powder.
Hiole's Mom by Pedro Zagat.
Híjoles, mam. Bienvenidos a este tercer programa. Tenemos un invitado de lujo que nos concedió una entrevista, pero dejemos que él mismo se presente.
Bueno, mi nombre es Alejandro de la Fuente. Yo soy el director del Instituto de Investigaciones Afro-Latinoamericanas de la Universidad de Harvard.
The winner is Genealogy Quick Start, Shamel Jordan.
So I want to first just acknowledge those in my category. It is an honor to be amongst you. I mean, this is my dream, my first year out. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my crew. Sorry other producers, I do have the best crew at Philly Cam. I want to thank Philly Cam staff, the teachers, and all the members. You guys embraced me and showed me how to do this thing. I had no idea. I want to especially thank the genealogists in this area and in the United States. All of them together helped me. I did not do this by myself. They just jumped in and they volunteered. So I want to thank them. And you guys, it's all about finding out who you are. So please, that is the most important task you have in this world, is to know who you are. And if I can help you genealogically, please contact me. Thank you, Philly Cam.
Thank you. Let's give it up one more time for all of the nominees and all of those who won. This is so beautiful just to see like the collective work that's happening with multiple people working on multiple shows to make these things happen. So it may sound kind of cliche, but in some small way, everybody kind of is a winner here, you know, so that's really awesome. It always warms my heart to see Louis Messiah, because Scribe is also where I started, and Gretchen and I were there, and I mean, you know, I'm a griot, so I can go back, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to move us forward into the next category of awards, which is democratic values. Can we just give a special round of applause for democratic values? Thank you for taking the time to consider that, because we certainly need that right now. So joining us on the stage to present these awards will be Chris Bartlett. Chris is the executive director of the William Way Community Center. Stephanie Renee, please join us on stage. Stephanie Renee is the program director at WURD. She is also the host of Mojo. And Denise James. Is Denise James here? Hey, Denise. All right. Denise James is currently on Philly Cam's board. So let's give it up for the next round of awards. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I can't see you, but you look fabulous. Incredible audience. It's an honor to be here to give the Inclusion Award. Public access media is a beautiful practice that promotes and facilitates access to communication technology for all kinds of people. Tonight's Inclusion Award goes to a member whose program speaks to a human understanding of diversity and explores people, alternative lifestyles, and ideas that are not generally included in the mainstream media. Isn't that cool? And tonight the nominees are...
Inclusion Award nominees. Walking Wounded by Tashay Williams, UPenn Camera Fellows Program.
And so now at this point, like, he's chasing me in a car with me on this broken bicycle. Honestly, like, the thing that's going through my mind is, what is he gonna do with this car? Like, that's the thing about street harassment that, like, scares me the most. I don't understand what your plan is.
Like It Is by Rhonda E. Gibson Pfeiffer.
The gun violence is really not, it's not really about the guns, it's about the people that makes the decision.
Right.
Because the gun is not the one killing people, it's the people that behind the gun.
Silver Alert by Ricky Paul.
And today we are celebrating Oscar realness. That's right. I will be spinning for the next 2 hours classic 60s through 90s vinyl cuts with a shout out to our LGBTQ communities and our straight allies.
Conversations Across Time, Episode 16 by Vivian Crawford.
Welcome to Conversations Across Time, the show that allows you to view conversations between unlikely participants.
All right, you as excited as I am? All right, here we go. The Inclusion Award for 2017 is Tashay Williams, UPenn Camera Fellows Program for Walking Wounded.
Okay, so let's keep it moving. Can we get, I will be holding on to this award for Tashay. So let's give him another round of applause. Thank you. Is she here? Okay. Okay, can we get Stephanie Renee? Let's give it up for Stephanie Renee.
And just wanted people to know I mean no disrespect with my bare feet. I had a bit of a wardrobe malfunction with my shoes. So we're bohemianing it right now. I have the pleasure of presenting the Collaboration Award. If you're a media maker like myself, you probably know it takes a lot to make a show happen on a consistent basis. In many instances, our efforts to create media content depend on the help of others. So the Collaboration Award goes to a Philly Cam member whose work exemplifies what it means to facilitate a group of people to achieve common goals and powerful results. And the nominees are?
Collaboration Award nominees. The Chef Trek Adventure Series by Delmer Gill.
I thought I heard a whistle. Did anybody hear a whistle earlier? Lo and behold, Officer Bernard.
South Silly Cam by Sam Weinrot.
What's the craziest thing you've ever seen in South Philly?
Very recently, I saw someone stuff a full-size mattress, probably a queen-size mattress, into a trash can, 13th and Mifflin.
Dumpster Players presents by DP Arts Consortium.
You should try being more grateful for the things you do have.
Like what, for instance? Honey Poo Poo's Mama Poon stopped sexting me?
Oh, we're all gonna die!
Black Tribbles by Black Tribbles.
I see that in other stuff when I interact with other businesses and other stuff in the nerd community. You'll see like, oh wow, there's like all dudes, and then they might have one girl.
It's so exciting to open an envelope. And the Cammy Award for collaboration goes to the Black Tribbles.
I know one of you all want your envelope. Thank you. Hey there. That's right, WPPM. WPPM LP 106.5 FM. Holla if you hear me. That's right, there's a radio station at Philly Camp too, ladies and gentlemen. That was for Vanessa. She told me to do that. Thank you very much on behalf of Jason and Eric and Isaiah and Kennedy and Randy that could not be here, and all of our loved ones that help us. They are what build the Black Tribbles, but the collaboration doesn't stop with us. It extends to all of you because Philly Cam is a collaboration. So we accept this award on behalf of, for us, on behalf of all of you. Thank you.
The winners of the Collaboration Award are the Black Tribbles.
Yeah. You ain't know?
I might be a little excited.
She's a Tribble. She's a Tribble.
I am. I'm a Tribble. Can you remember my name? My Tribble name is?
How you don't remember your Tribble name?
I'm not really sure if you remember it. It is Tribble and Bass.
Oh, that's right.
Bow.
All about that bass.
I wasn't there that day.
Because my nerd thing is music. So, like, you have to have, like, a nerd thing. So my nerd thing is music. So it's Tribble and Bass. And I was very honored. But I'm sure you guys are very honored to accept this award.
Yeah,
this is
most
awesome.
definitely. Oh, yeah, we couldn't get enough. It's just so great to be recognized. And, you know, it's just trying to hold our own down for the radio station side. We doing our thing.
That's right. Philly Cam has a radio station too. Just letting people know they got a radio station too. WPPM LP 106.5 FM on your FM dial, Philadelphia, Camden. Holla. Boom.
When can they listen to Black Tribbles on that radio station?
We are on every Thursday from 9 to 11. We gets it in. We're too cool to be geeks, too cute to be nerds. We are your Black Tribbles.
Amen.
This is so awesome. The energy in this room is amazing. Y'all have so much love for each other. Like, you know each other's work. You know how you treat each other in this space. You like peeking in on stuff, listening to stuff. So just the love here is like really beautiful. So thank you. Give yourselves one more round of applause. Let's welcome to the stage Denise James.
All right. I love the group awards. They're fun. This is the Quality of Message Award. You know, we love to see and hear high technical quality, but we also find that it's important to have good messages. Quality of message is important. And this Quality of Message Award goes to a producer who has clearly demonstrated their ability to deliver a clear and focused message through their work at Philly Cam. Programs in this category address everything from local politics to religious values and beliefs. And the nominees are
Quality of Message Award nominees: Closet Doors by Dasha St. Tremy.
Closet doors. Closet doors leads to more than just attires. Closet doors hold the truth about who we are and how we are wired. It opens up to the complexities of us.
Beauty by Marcus Seiler.
I never felt happy with how I looked.
Can anyone be beautiful and how?
Anyone can be beautiful if they don't judge themselves or others and they have a good personality.
Anyone can be beautiful only if they think they're beautiful.
Tea Time with Celeste by Sybil White.
Thank you everyone for tuning in to Tea Time with Celeste. And today we have a great show lined up for you today. As we all know, Justice or Else Million Man March is approaching us tomorrow. And today we have special guests here to speak about the event.
Talking the Walk by Zarina Lomax.
Isn't always selective, but Christ is selective and redemptive, and he selected me, my gender and identity. Before I was born, he knew me, he formed me, and he made me woman.
Turning Life Corners by Daryl Lloyd.
Life is about two things: the memories you make and the people you help. And if you keep that in mind when you're out here doing things, things may get a little bit better.
Quality of Message Award nominees.
Impressive category. And this is the envelope. Who sealed these? And the quality of message, Cammy, goes to Closet Doors, Dasha Centremi.
Wow. This means so much to me. First, I have to give honor to God, to all my ancestors, those who came before me. I started this thing called Poetic Scripts, Poetic Short Films. Closet Doors was the first of 3. The next 2 were Trauma Doors and Church Doors, which will be released in November 1st. And most of the people that I work with are people outside of Philly. I'm originally from Miami, Florida, and I have to say sac passe because I am Haitian. But I am so grateful to be a part of the Philly Cam family, and I hope to be part of the crew that's part of Philly Cam and work with some of you guys in the near future. Thank you so much for this award.
Congratulations. I'm here with DeSaint. The Quality of Message Award goes to DeSaint for Closet Doors. It's exciting. Tell us about Closet Doors.
Closet Doors is basically about this young minister who comes home first time in a long time, and she has become someone else that her family don't know who she really is. And so she's wrestling with who she is and who people expect her to be. And so it's a poetic short film, and the entire script is in poetic form, spoken word.
Why do you think people were able to relate to the message of it? Since you won the Quality of Message Award, why do you think people were really able to relate to the story?
Because there's this expectation of what a minister is and isn't. And one of the things that I kind of try to debunk of it is that the whole concept of Closet Doors, everybody has their coming out story. Whether you're LGBTQ, whether you're straight, whether you're, want to do drag, whatever your story is, not everybody knows the complexity of us. And so everyone has their coming out story, and I think everyone can connect things that we put on ourselves or people expect us to put on ourselves. And everyone has a closet or a wardrobe, whether it's 2 or 3 clothes. People could connect how we are, how do we be when we're in our rooms and looking through our closet and trying to figure out what to wear just to come out of the world.
Based on other people's expectations.
Right. So the whole idea was to dress for yourself. And at the end of the film, for those who haven't, I don't want to spoil it, but so just be who you be. And that's the big message in this, is just be who you be and be your authentic self, and don't be afraid to wear whatever you want to wear whenever you want to wear it.
Wonderful. Can people catch your story online? Are they going to be able to see it online at all?
Yeah, and so I'm creating my YouTube page, but right now Live Love Liberate is on Facebook. Live Love Liberate, and it's actually the line is Vive Amour Libéré, which is in French. But if you hashtag Live Love Liberate, you'll be able to find Closet Doors. And there's also Trauma Doors and Church Doors. It's a series, it's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy, y'all. Congratulations. Get into these earrings, too. Yes. Congratulations, DeSaint.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I just get a sense of who's in the room making this work? I mean, for some of you, you're doing double, triple jobs. If you produce your show with Philly Cam after work, can I just hear you say, mm-hmm? If you put your own money into your production to make it happen, can I just hear you say, mm-hmm? If you spend hours of time in the editing room or working with the editor that you got to kind of like push a little bit to work a little faster, can I just hear you say, mm-hmm? If you dreamed of doing this when you were young and learned about Philly Cam and said, there is no way I'm not going down there, can I just hear you say, mm-hmm? We all got something in common in here. All right, so let's move on to the next group of presenters. Our next award category is civic engagement. Joining us on the stage to present these awards will be Mo Mankling, a community leader from the U.S. Federation of Cooperative. Mo, where are you? Hey, Mo. Hi. And can we also have Haijung Park, who is a documentary filmmaker and longtime commedia practitioner. And Homer Jackson, you'll be up next with the Philadelphia Jazz Project to present the next award. All right, Mo, you can take it from here.
Hello, hello, hello. This works out well. I can't see you, and you probably can't see me behind this podium. So maybe I'll do this. Hi. Y'all, I love Philly Cam. Who else loves Philly Cam? Can you feel love? I wish I brought my camera so I could take a picture of this. It's so great. I love Philly Cam because it makes such a huge difference in our community. I'm so glad to have the honor to present this particular award for community impact, which is going to be given to a member whose work demonstrates a concrete impact on local communities, be it through media, through advocacy, or their experiences. This award celebrates the creation of a Making a Difference style program, which consistently generates community involvement and interest through awareness and empowerment. And the nominees are
Community Impact Award nominees: The Bully by Marcus Seiler, They Tried to Bury Us by Farah Rahman.
First of all, we cut back financially on a lot of things, and that's liberation. You know, it's like, yo, besides being on that plantation, you know, building that money to go buy your family food with that paycheck that won't be there in 3 days after you get it.
Salt, Pepper, and Memories by Ali Hackett.
I would like to welcome you to Salt, Pepper, and Memory Show, but I got something special for you. We are now outside, 23rd and Wharton Street at Wharton Square Park. This is our first live outside show. You are definitely going to enjoy it.
A Job I Can Enjoy by Media Mobilizing Project.
About a year ago, I was having trouble with my job. Our schedules was being changed every week, and I go from 5 days to 2 days. So they was actually having an action one day, and I just took it upon myself to go up there.
All right, can I get a drum roll? Oh, yes. And the winner of the Community Impact Award is Salt.
First of all, thank God. I would just like to, I know we don't have long up here, but I want to thank a few people. Antoine, are we being filmed? Yeah. Let me stand out here and show my socks. Just want to thank a few people here. Everybody in this room and beyond either has had or have a dream. I've had this dream for some time, and I can now tell you that because of this, that dream has come true. I want to thank my staff, Walt, Mark, Chef, who is here somewhere. I think he was standing over there. Chef, Ryan, Jeff, Karen, Donald, James, Andre, and of course my lovely wife, Allison. Thank you. I did forget one member who was very instrumental in standing in my corner when we first got started. He's no longer here, but I know he's looking down. Jay. Could I please, and you guys indulge me for a second, I'd like to have my dancers and my audience stand and give them a nice round of applause. I could not have done this without the professional staff, and I say professional, even though they're volunteers, but some of those folks know what they're doing, that all work under Gretchen. Vanessa, Charles, everybody here, or the whole staff of Philly Camp. Give them a nice round of applause, please. When I came into Philly Camp, Charles and T were my instructors. And the word got around very quickly that there was a crazy guy in class. Charles asked us on one of the first days there, what do you want to accomplish here at Philly Camp? Everybody else in my class was like, well, I'm not sure, give me till next week. I spoke right up and said, I want to create a TV show that has dancing, that focuses on wellness, and we have fun, and I want to cook. I'm going to take my glasses off and show you the expression that Charles had. Charles took my expression up to Gretchen. Gretchen I hadn't met yet. So when I first walked into Gretchen's office and told her what I wanted to do, Gretchen took her glasses off and did. Now I will say to you, Gretchen has never told me no or denied me in any of my requests. But I will tell you that they have been very trying for Gretchen and the staff. And I don't plan on letting up anytime soon. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a wonderful, wonderful night. And this is a wonderful award. And Philly Camp is a wonderful place. Before I leave, let me ask my pretend mom and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson. My mom and dad couldn't be here. But Mr. and Mrs. Jackson have stood by me ever since I started this. Would you guys stand, please? My cousins, all my cousins and my relatives, would you stand, please? I thank you very much. Last thing I want to say is, for those of you that don't know what Salt, Pepper, and Memories is, it's a cross between American Bandstand and Soul Train with a twist. That twist is that myself and whoever my guest is, we actually cook on the show. The show has been running weekly now for almost 2 years. We're getting ready next week to start our next series. Come out and join us. Lastly, turn that music off. Lastly, I'm gonna go. Lastly, I want to say that there are two people in the music award world that didn't make it. I would like for you to give a hand because they were coming on my show. One did make it and one didn't. Mr. Billy Paul and Mr. Bunny Sigler. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you. Fantastic. Let's just give a second, just a moment to acknowledge all of the people who are standing by someone producing a show. You really can't do this alone. You really cannot. So I just want to make a very quick announcement, just a quick announcement. A member and volunteer has lost a very important blue backpack with a bike helmet. If anyone has seen that, please, okay, you see it? Okay, raise it up in the air. Where is it? Okay, great. Okay, you got that covered. All right. So now we're going to call up Haijung. Hi, Haijung. Yes. Haijung is an independent filmmaker, and I've known her for a long time. Welcome, Haijung, to present the next award.
Hi, good evening. Good evening. This is a wonderful night. Are you having a lot of fun? Yes, it's great. Yes, we should have invited Pepper and Salt Memories as special performers, we could have a group dance. Okay. So throughout my career as a filmmaker, educator, community media practitioner, I have witnessed firsthand the power of telling local, authentic stories. The 2017 Local Focus Award goes to a member that produces content that is driven by telling stories about, by, and for Philadelphians. These programs help demystify local practical processes, raise awareness about injustices and that exist in our community, and educate viewers about possible solutions for change. And the nominees are
Local Focus Awards. The Plug by Saeed Muhammad.
What's up, y'all? This is Size Mine, and welcome to The Plug, music video show for independent artists in hip hop. And today we're here with my man, Bazzy Barnes. What's up, man?
How you doing, man? It's good to be here.
What's up, Bazzy?
The Spark. Comcast Pay Your Fair Share by MMP TV.
What that got to do with, getting the internet and helping my child? You put this program in and it didn't support us. They just want you to get cable so their pockets can get fed.
Sunday Evenings by Lisa Barnes.
In part one of my documentary piece on Philadelphia, I sat down with Joan Myers-Brown, the legendary Philadelphia founder and former ballet dancer, to talk about Philadelphia and its history and the current state of the ballet world, and here is what she had to say.
Nika Laka, The People from Here or the Same Face by Brujo de la Mancha.
Pues muy bien, estamos aquí en Philly Cam. Muchas gracias a todos por estarnos escuchando en un día como hoy. Tenemos a una invitada especial el día de hoy. Vamos a hablar de alguna situación que muchas personas hablan en su casa, hablan tal vez sin ofender a escondidas.
Local Focus Awards.
Okay. And the Cammy Awards for Local Focus goes to drum rolls. It goes to this is okay. It's this way. Okay, MMPTV, The Spark. Is it right? Yes. Yeah, Media Mobilizing Project. Yes.
really can't see anything up here. It's for the best. This really doesn't belong to me, but it belongs to everyone at MMP and everybody who worked on the Spark and all of MMP TV. The Spark series was produced in 2014 by our very first class of Movement Media Fellows. And this episode in particular about Comcast was the beginning of the Comcast campaign, which allowed us to win some of the biggest wins in the franchise agreements against Comcast in the country, including resources for Philly Cam. And I also want to make sure that Hannah Sassman gets a special shout out. She's the powerhouse behind the Comcast campaign and this episode of The Spark. Thank you.
Can we get Homer Jackson of the Philadelphia Jazz Project to the stage, please? Let's give it up for Homer. Hi, Homer.
To wrap up this part of the awards program, it is my honor to present to you the uncontested winner of the Cammy Ambassador Award. Tonight, this award is being given to Joseph Alston, the producer of 50 Shades of Jazz on WPPM, Philly Cam Radio. For those who don't know Joe, he is one Joe cool dude that loves all kinds of music and loves Philly Cam so much that he tells everyone about it everywhere he goes. Before we bring Joe to the stage, let's check out a clip from his show, 50 Shades of Jazz.
Ambassador Award nominee, 50 Shades of Jazz by Joseph Alston.
And the folks out there for Philly Cam and radio, to me, Philly Cam is one of the best kept secrets in this city.
It is.
It is awesome here. I mean, you come, you take some classes, and you have content that you can put out in your communities, get it out there, have a voice.
Please join me in celebrating Joe and his consistent efforts to forge connections between Philly Cam and local communities.
I want to thank you all, but my show is a collaboration. I want to get my partner out here. Mr. Selby, come here, please. Come up thou. Derwood Selby. No way you're going to pin me up here by myself. That was his voice you heard on that clip.
Then why ain't I getting the award? No. 50 Shades of Jazz, WPPM all day. Congratulations, Joe. This is your show.
Don't go anywhere. You brought me to Philly Cam. I did. You brought me there. So, if you don't know that we're childhood friends, we grew up together on the same block. Our families know each other. He and my mother is 92 years old. They argue all the time, you know. So, hi, Mom. You know, she's at home. I would like to thank a special person who I probably wouldn't be standing up here now if it wasn't for her, my little sister. Her name is Allison Durham. She's in here somewhere. Allison, thank you. She, oh, there she is over there. has radio won any awards tonight? Did we? Black Tribbles. That's it? I mean, how many shows do we have? 54, 60, something like that? You know, it's been an honor and a privilege to come to a place like Philly Cam, and people understand music and life, the different diversity of shows that we have there, like Ali's show, Ali Hackett, The King's Court. They don't make shows. They don't play music like that anymore. The Silver Alert, Ricky Paul, DJ K-Tel. You don't get that every day. The shows that we have, 6 Degrees, I can name 1,000. Oh, thank you. No, but really, I love Philly Cam. You know, I think that it's a secret out there that people should come out and support us. You know, and I'm just I'm speechless. I really thank you.
I am with the winner of the Ambassador Award, Dr. Alston. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a real honor to receive any award, especially this award. But you know, I feel like this award belongs to all of our producers at the radio station. Really, it does. I mean, because it's like we feed off of each other. Like my partner, Derwin Selby, he eggs me on to do certain things, and once he gets that, I get that feeling inside. It's the Holy Ghost.
All right. Well, okay.
That's what we, I mean, musically, we that's what we feel it in our soul.
Yeah,
so
music is a very spiritual thing. You went for 50 Shades of Jazz. Can you tell me about 50 Shades of Jazz?
Well, 50 Shades of Jazz is, I thought I came up with the concept of it, but it's actually a series, a catalog of jazz music. If you look it up, it had been out for years, but I didn't know that when I thought of the concept. So I felt some kind of way, but I stayed with it because I was on the internet before I came to Philly Cam. Okay. And so what it is just jazz. Most musicians, the song that I chose to come on was Donald Byrd, You and Music. I was 9 years old when that song came out. So the music that came before us, most of those guys were jazz musicians, and they came up as to become R&B and pop, groups and stuff like that. But they were jazz musicians first. Yeah. So they brought that jazz with them, and it's in all our culture. It's in rap music now. Yeah. So I'm trying to integrate all forms of jazz, modern, progressive, classical jazz, all into one, hip-hop and jazz. So it's 50 Shades, and so, because we got to get these youngsters some culture,
It's important to know where certain art forms come from. That's what's really interesting about the sampling in different hip-hop songs. It comes from so much jazz. And so to be able to expose other people to that and see the connection between the two genres is really important.
Exactly. And at the end of my show, I always say, sometimes you have to listen to the past to hear the future, because there's nothing new under the sun.
There's nothing new under the sun. So even with the concept that you had, you learned there's nothing new under the sun. Right. And jazz just continues to.
Honest, thinking, wow, okay, that's what I'm gonna call it, 50 Shades of Jazz. I was kind of upset, when I looked at it, I'm like, wow,
But you're a true ambassador of jazz, a true ambassador for Philly Cam.
I love music. When I was younger, we didn't have genres. It was just music. Yeah. If it sounded good, it was good. We didn't care who it was, what color they were, or what gender they were, or any of that. So, it's just good music.
Thank you for bringing this experience to Philly Cam. When can people hear your program?
Okay, my program is on Fridays at 1 p.m. till 3. Mm-hmm. And my rebroadcast is Sunday nights at 10 p.m. All
right. Make sure you listen to it, 50 Shades of Jazz. Thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. He was trying to throw a little shade at the radio awards, but that's all right. It's new. It's new. It's new. Okay. All right. So, as we move forward, I would like to turn your attention to our awesome youth program. As you all know, our youth are being fed so many things through so many different channels. So for them to have their own ability to understand, to be media literate, and to tell their own stories is so important. And Philly Cam has one of the best youth programs in the city. So let's give it up for them. Here's a short clip of some highlights from our youth program.
I started coming to Philly Cam in about 2015. The reason I started coming was they were letting us get hands-on experience using, the camera in editing, and that was really cool. Since I've been here, I've worked on a TV show, a game show, and a live show, and a couple other different projects, and it's just really cool getting to work with other youth and other peers and such that have the same goals and they have the same, they want to accomplish the same things that I do. So yeah, it's been really cool.
It helps me and be more confident in film and stuff. I got to, work on a radio show, which I never thought that would ever happen. I got to learn about a lot of the green screen stuff, which is annoying, and a lot of editing as well.
Are there any Philly Cam youth members in the house? Any youth producers? Any youth producers? Stand up, wave your hand. Yes. And where is Ariel Taylor? Ariel Taylor, where are you? Where is she? Ariel is the youth program coordinator. Let's give her a round of applause for all of her work. Great. So before we bring this program to a close, wow, that was fast. Okay, before we bring this program to a close, and at that close, you all will go out in the atrium and get gift bags and all of that. But before we do that, we would like to give 3 more very special awards. So we'd like to present the Spirit Award and the Peer Recognition Awards. The Spirit Award is given in honor and memory of Vijay Mohan. All of us who knew Vijay, let's just, yes. Jay, as I called him, he was Philly Cam's first facilities access manager, and we tragically lost him to a bicycle accident in 2015. So joining us this evening to present the first Vijay Mohan Spirit Award is one of his dear friends, Sarah Mueller. Sarah.
All right, I'm gonna try and hold it together. It's good to be here with you. You're right, you can't see anybody, which again, is probably for the best.
I want to say something before I read off the card really fast. I'm really humbled and very honored to present this award in honor of our dear friend. For those of you who shared a studio space, office space, worked long hours, was greeted by Vijay in the equipment room, had him attend your event, was a lover, a friend, a neighbor. He was a deep spirit. He was somebody who loved very hard and was deeply passionate about the justice, the representational justice movement. He's somebody who cared deeply about you telling your stories. He wasn't the first to do it, and he won't be the last. And so I hope that in his spirit that we will all be more charged to tell our stories, from our personal stories and those of our communities. Pardon me. So yeah, stick to the card. Vijay Mohan was a dear friend and a loving spirit who really knew how to make people laugh, feel good about themselves, and care about others. Jay always reminded us that we could all be much better people if we actually tried. It is in this spirit that the Philly Cam staff has chosen to celebrate a member who consistently embodies the same spirit of kindness and generosity that our dear Vijay gave us daily. It is my honor to present the 2017 Vijay Mohan Spirit Award to a person that I know he loved very dearly. All right. Karen Walker.
Great, there's a napkin here, just in case. Call and response. I love you all very much. So when I come into my family home, this is how I address my family. Greetings and salutations. Okay. When I initially walked in the doors of Philly Cam, VJ was one of the many persons that I met. And we knew each other for a very short period of time, simply because I started Philly Cam much later than I really should have. He was a very special person to me, so much that he assisted me on my first production, which is The Voice of Reason, the Cover Me Project, which is a documentary special about the homeless population. So if you have a few moments on Saturday at 3:40, you only have 2 more Saturdays to check it out. I love you, Jay. I love you, Jay. He took a lot of time, dedicated a lot of time to me and my project, and I am forever grateful for all the mentors that I have here at Philly Cam, for all the strength you've given me. You forced me out of my comfort zone, and I love you for that. Thank you.
I am with the winner of a very important award here at Philly Cam, the Spirit Award, which is named in honor of VJ Mohan, and the winner is our own Karen Walker. Congratulations. I know I'm not the only one that feels like Karen embodies the spirit of Philly Cam, but what does winning the Spirit Award mean to you?
Well, first of all, I'm so very honored. I was very shocked. It's such a blessing, especially in honor of VJ, because he was so passionate about his work. He was very authentic about helping others, you know, learn the industry, learn the field, understand it thoroughly, and just do the work. Yeah.
That's so wonderful. Were you surprised?
I was absolutely shocked.
You said you were surprised, but like how surprised?
I was really surprised. I was shocked. I actually wasn't in the auditorium. Someone had to come and grab me and pull me in, and I'm wondering what the heck is going on here. But again, it's such an honor, especially for Jay, in honor of Jay. And again, he's done so much for all of us, particularly on my project. And I'm just shocked that I didn't pass out, because it just wells my heart up. It really does.
Well, it's very well deserved. Congratulations, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So as we move forth in the program, we have two more awards. So we have the Peer Recognition Award for TV. And I would like to ask Antoine Haywood and Vanessa Maria Graber to come to the stage, please. Okay. So we have Antoine and Vanessa on the stage, and I made a mistake, and that is all right. Can we say that's all right? That's all right. Next, we're going to announce our next performer.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a hand up to Mecca Siobhan.
Every day that I wake, I say to myself today, it's gonna be a brighter day. It's gonna be a brighter day. The moment I'm on my feet, I'm flying out suddenly. I hear a voice say to me, your dream is not reality. Mine is finally focused. Now my path is open. My path is open. You can call me crazy, better than lazy. That'll never break me. That'll never break me. Eh, I know that I'm a winner. Like summer in December, I shine bright in the darkest night. I know that I'm a winner. Like summer in December, I shine bright. Can't you see my light? I know I'm a winner. I know I'm a winner. I know I'm a winner. Staring out in the crowd, I'm living in the moment now. I never really had a doubt. I never really had a doubt. Stars align perfectly. The universe is at my feet. Soaring high, no gravity. Soaring high, no gravity. Mine is finally focused. Now my path is open. My path is open. You can call me crazy, better than lazy. That'll never break me. That'll never break me. Eh, I know that I'm a winner. Like summer in December, I shine bright in the darkest night. I know that I'm a winner. Like summer in December, I shine bright. Can't you see my light? I know I'm a winner. I know I'm a winner, 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 winner. You can call me crazy, better than lazy. That'll never break me. That'll never break me. Thank you.
for Antoine Hayward and Vanessa Maria Greba.
All right, how's everybody feeling? Yeah. I just want to make a quick, like a reminder announcement for everyone who participated in the Cammys. You do receive a certificate. So if that wasn't clear, I want to be explicit about that. So if you receive a certificate and a gift bag that's out at the registration desk. If you are a finalist, you have a gift bag and a framed certificate for participation. So we appreciate you. We love you. And everybody, make sure you go give your shout outs and your testimonials because we need to document our stories. They're very important. It's important that we communicate our stories, but it's also important that we document this story of this great process of transformation that's happening with us every day at Philly Cam, all right? All right, so now I'm going to turn it over to Vanessa to do the Peer Recognition Award for radio, and then I'll do TV.
How's everybody doing? Hasn't it been a great evening? We gonna do it again next year? All right, we winding down the last awards of the evening. The Peer Recognition Awards were voted on by the Philly Cam membership. So all of you got to judge your peers. And this award is for the WPPM member, radio producer, who has been chosen by their peers. And when I think of peer recognition, I think of somebody who is collaborative, someone who's willing to teach and learn, and someone who wields an awful amount of respect here at Philly Cam. So the 2017 Peer Recognition Award goes to, I've been waiting for this moment. It's a lot harder than it looks. Okay. And the award goes to Sherry Patterson. Sherry, come on up here. I just want to say a few words about Miss Sherry, if you'll give me a moment. I'll tell a quick story. My friends from Chicago were visiting, and we were driving around listening to WPPM, of course, because it's always playing in my car. And they happened to be listening to Sherry's show, What's Going On? And they said, whose show is this? Who is Sherry Lee? She sounds like somebody that we would like to hang out with. And I said, let me tell you about Miss Sherry, because she is someone you'd like to hang out with. And when Miss Sherry came to me, she said, I think I want to do radio. I totally encouraged her because I knew she would do really good. And she had no experience. And she had a little trouble at first, but she is rocking it now on her own. And I think it's so important to have places like Philly Cam where people like Sherry can come develop these skills. And we really need more women of color like Sherry in radio doing this amazing work. And Sherry is respectful, she is polite, she is classy, and I really look up to you as a mentor for me, Miss Sherry, so congratulations.
I'd like to thank Philly Cam, and I would like to congratulate Philly Cam on their inaugural award show. And I'd like to thank all of the members who are so inspiring. And as Vanessa said, I am new at the game. I just thank you all. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Antoine. I just thank everybody who had an inspiration and a hand in developing me into what I am doing today. Thank you.
All right. Now those two, Sherry and Karen, I'm calling them out. They was all around my office yesterday trying to get a peek at the list. But Price Waterhouse was in effect, y'all. And I was like, nope. Turn the computer monitor and all. So And I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and participating in this. This is a very obviously it's a special event, and very clear about the power of what we do every day at Philly Cam and community media. So, and it's just I love all y'all, and I love being here. It was a great decision 7 years ago to come up here and see all of this come to fruition. And so this peer recognition awards, that we're giving out, it's really about this spirit of us uplifting one another. And I came from a place where unfortunately some of that started to fall apart. And one of the things that I swore to myself was I want to make sure that we connect in ways so that we're building in the very important word. I want you to say this with me now. Culture, right? Building healthy culture amongst our members. And I was like, as the membership and outreach director, that's what we're going to do. And so this next peer recognition award, and I feel like people who are getting these awards, and everyone here tonight is really instrumental in doing that. I'm going to do this. I sealed this good. And the peer recognition award for TV goes to Mr. Charles Gregory. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Charles is, I think he didn't make it back from, he was in New York doing some production work. So, because he's just big time baller like that, So, every once in a while, I might get to go somewhere. We may get to go somewhere. But no, Charles really, and I had you say culture because Charles and I, we really vibe on the importance of culture at Philly Cam and having healthy culture amongst our members. And everybody who knows Charles and connects with him is, through and through how much he values that and how much he connects all of you all. I tell people when they come there, I say, you need to see Charles, and and it happens, okay? So I just, I'm going to take this and we'll make sure that Charles gets it. And, I praise everyone here for all working together and, making this thing. And this is it. This is the dream that we had when the switch was flipped on October 23rd, 2009. Like, this is it. So thank you all. And yes, have a wonderful night.
So everyone, we have come to the end of our program. I have to just ask you guys to just do a little something with me. I've been doing all of this stuff about love. And in doing that, it's just like, how can we build each other up? How can we just hold space for each other? Like, sometimes people are having a bad day. Can we be a little more forgiving on those bad days? Like, can we just help somebody? Can we see a little bit of ourselves in somebody? So I had this little thing that I do when I'm telling stories to the kids, but I would like for you guys to just go along with me for a moment. Okay, so this is how it goes. Put your hands in the air. Yeah, can you say it with me too? I'm sorry, let's try again. Okay. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands on your heart. Now touch your sister or your brother, because we all need each other. Okay, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Thank you very much, everyone. Good night.